Good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Engineer Matthew Cook, and I will be a representative for the City of Saginaw Fire Department as we delve into defining and identifying a new mission statement for the City of Saginaw Fire Department. As it currently stands, our mission statement does not accurately address or identify what the organization does. Please forgive me. I will be looking off camera momentarily for some reference materials, which I have also provided for all of you to review as we go through this process. So, as mentioned by Ransom and Vlachopoulos, a mission statement is an important tool for leaders in the process of reshaping organizations' mission values and identity. The mission statement of the Saginaw Fire Department was applicable and identified the organization accurately in years past, but as we've moved on into the future, we've added valuable new services to the community that we provide other than just firefighting. The current mission statement of the City of Saginaw Fire Department is as follows. The Saginaw Fire Department, utilizing available resources to provide the highest possible standards of firefighter professionalism, will protect the community against loss of life, destruction of property, and assist with injury reduction. Although this is accurate, it is only a little snippet, if you will, of what we do as a department. So as we go through this process, we need to follow some of the steps, which are 6 steps involved in defining a new mission statement. I have combined them into 3 groups with 2 steps each to make it a little easier in the process as they kind of correlate with each other. First, we need to define who we are and why do we exist. That's basically identifying the organization and a justification for our existence. So the Saginaw Fire Department, as we are called, does not necessarily define or identify everything we do. We do much more than fighting fire. We provide hazardous material response, technical rescue response, river rescue response, emergency medical first response, just to name a few, on top of our typical firefighting duties, which only encompasses about 50% of our call volume. And as we define these, why we exist and our justification for our existence, we have to kind of delve into how we do that. So, as stated by Bryson, clarity about identity is crucial because often the most effective way to influence a person is not to tell them what to do, but to communicate who he or she is. So we can't just go out there and say, we're the fire department. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to some people, taxpayers who are, when time comes for budget renewals and millage renewals, they want to know what we do and why we do it. So we got to portray that through our mission statement. Like I have mentioned, we've added several different things to our department in the past several years to justify our existence, and that we need to update that in our mission statement. So as part of this process, I have proposed an addition, the first part of the mission statement to introduce our agency, identify us, and to justify our existence. So my proposal is the first part will be the Saginaw Fire Department, being a multifaceted emergency services department, will provide fire suppression services, fire investigation and public education services, emergency medical first response services, technical rescue and hazardous materials response services, and river rescue services to minimize harm, protect against the loss of life, and to protect against the destruction of property. It identifies our organization as the Saginaw Fire Department, and it justifies our existence by listing everything that we do that benefits the community, and to allow the citizens that might not know what we do to see the services that we provide. The next 2 steps in the process are going to be, how do we anticipate and recognize current and future needs? So a lot of the things that fire departments do, people don't quite understand why we do what we do and why we go the routes that we go, but we have to kind of look at trends that are happening. For instance, the City of Saginaw Fire Department has historically run, several hundred fires a year. 200-300 fires a year is not out of question. So as budgets have been cut in past, we have to kind of center our focus on what we've been good at and what we can afford to provide. And over the last 2-3 decades, fires have been it, and that's what we have focused on, that's what we are good at, and that's what we have invested our time and energy in. But as the community evolves and as the world evolves, we have to evolve along with it to provide the services that are required by the community. So we need to put that out there to the citizens in our mission statement to show them that we are looking at what has happened. We are projecting what may happen in the future based on the current trends that we are seeing, and we need to adjust our methods and our focus based on those future and current needs. So, as part of the process of updating the mission statement, I have an additional proposal to add into the mission statement itself that will help better, let the community know how and why we are doing the things we do. So the second part of the mission statement that I'm proposing is as follows. Through a method of identifying trends, which include types of incidents, the frequency of incidents, the location of incidents, and the evolving community, the City of Saginaw Fire Department has obtained a thorough understanding of current and potential future needs of the community. So by stating that, we have made it known that we are looking at what has happened, what could happen, and we are focusing on the needs of the community as we move forward in developing new services and providing new services. So as we go through the fifth and sixth steps of the process, we have to identify what our values are and what makes us unique as a fire department, because every community has a fire department, whether it be volunteer, paid on call, career services, military services, everybody has that. But what makes us unique to the community, and why should the community stick behind us? So as stated by Bryson, perhaps even more important, however, is the clarity about philosophy, core values, and culture will help an organization maintain its integrity. So we need to portray that to the community. Our values are your values are our values. We are here to serve you, and we wish nothing more than to provide the services that you need and you are requiring from us. So as part of this mission statement, we need to update what we do, the values that we have that dictate what we do, and what makes us unique to the community. So as the final part of the mission statement proposal, I have written something, and I will read it to you, and it is as follows. Being the only full-service and career fire department in Saginaw County, the Saginaw Fire Department takes pride in the continued and open relationship it has with the community, and will continue to strive to foster this important relationship throughout its existence. So we've defined our values, which is community involvement, providing for the community, and being integral in the community's fabric, right? We have also identified what makes us unique. We are the only full-time career department in the county of Saginaw, a county of over 100,000 people. We are the only fire service that is there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, no questions asked, no holidays, no nights, no weekends off. That's what we do. That's our job. We are professionals at it. So we've hit all the hot topic items in this process, the 6 steps, defining who we are, why do we exist, how and why we provide what we provide, how do we anticipate the current needs of the department, the community, and the future needs. We've identified our values, which is being part of the community fabric, and we have identified what makes us unique. So now it's time to move on to the final product of the new proposed mission statement. The Saginaw Fire Department, being multifaceted emergency services department, will provide fire suppression services, fire investigation and public education services, emergency medical first response services, technical and hazardous rescue materials response service, and river rescue response services to minimize harm, protect against the loss of life, and to protect against the destruction of property. By identifying current and future trends, and through community relations meetings with the citizens and businesses of Saginaw, the Saginaw Fire Department has provided and will continue to provide the essential emergency services that the ever-evolving community requires. Being the only full-service and career department in Saginaw County, the Saginaw Fire Department takes pride in the continued and open relationship it has with the community and will continue to strive to foster this important relationship throughout its existence. As we conclude this meeting, I just want you guys to take into account all the work that's been put into this. As just on the fire department side, we have done as much in-depth thought as we can to provide and to do what we have with, to provide the amount of services that we do with the minimal funding and minimal personnel that we have, and we will continue to do that in the coming years, and we hope that we can provide what is best for the community and continue to. Thank you.